Hello, traders, and welcome to the Friday wrap up, January 26, 2016. Currently, 2300 hours on Wall Street, and it is 11 a.m. in Bangkok, Thailand. Traders, beautiful blue skies, white sandy beaches, people walking around with their frappuccinos. Looks like it might be a little warm today. Can't wait to get out, get this video done, and it is a couple of, day and a half off, and that's good for me. All right, traders. Like I said, it is January 22nd, 2016. This is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Lot to talk about today. Got about 16 daily charts that we're going to look at. Remember, traders, all we're looking at is price action. We're not making trade plans. We're not looking at a lot of things. We're looking at price action and support and resistance and what we can expect in the days ahead. It was a pretty chaotic week this week as we had a short week because New York was closed on Monday. All right, if you would let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Friday Wrap Up, which is done every single Friday after the New York close. Traders, I started trading in 2006, 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, got on the Big Bird, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, I'm in my 8th year and I'm still here in Asia and absolutely loving it. The time zone is great. I can trade all three trading sessions, Asia, London, and I do about the first 2.5 hours of New York. Trading, I do listen to fundamentals a lot. I need to know what's going on around the world. Remember, we are macro traders, and we need to know what's going on around the world. I don't trade fundamentals. I don't trade the numbers. I wait about 45 minutes after the numbers come out, and if everything lines up, I'll join the trade. I just want a small piece of the pie. I don't want the whole thing. Cannot be greedy in the trading business. If you be greedy, you will get beat up and lose your hard-earned equity, right? All right. But I love being a technician. I love charts. I love looking at price action and price structure and support, resistance, and trying to dissect what's going to happen and where we're going and what we can see. And with fundamentals as a tool, we put that together and we come up with some sort of a trade plan. And then we trade the plan. Once the plan's in place, I leave it alone. I monitor my plan throughout the day. And no, I do not sit in front of my computer 16 hours a day. I have an iPhone. I have an iPad. I can check my trades during the day on the run. But I like to enter my trades on my master computers in my office, because I want to look at a lot of things at the same time. And of course, you can't do that on a phone or an Android or a iPad. So that's enough about me. We got some work to do. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is a risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. I'll spit it out there. It's okay. This is supposed to say FXCL Excellence in Trading, but I guess it's our rest chart. So just take a deep breath. Relax, take a deep breath again, relax. Okay, let's get moving. Commentary. I thought this week was very, very chaotic. I thought price action was chaotic. There was some trades that blew my mind at 223 pips that I didn't get in. In fact, I didn't take one Forex trade this week. I just thought the market was really, really strange, and I just didn't have the feel. I was in front of my charts. I did my part, but just did not feel it. And like I said, I don't sit in front of my charts for 14 hours. And at some point, you got to eat. You gotta function. You got to do life, right? So let's take a look what we got going. Let's head on over to our good old friend, the Euro Dollar. Remember, traders, these are daily charts, daily charts. So here we go. Here's my point. Look at this. There is no trending action in the euro dollar. It is absolutely sideways, like no price action, nothing going on here. Just Absolutely crazy. However, while we're here, let's take a look at what happened in New York. And I'm not going to read the numbers out, but I'll just tell you what happened. The Dow 30 ended in the green. The S&P 500 ended in the green. The Nasdaq ended in the green, and the S&P 2000 ended in the green. If we come on over to Euro, again, looks like a fully green day. The DAX was in the green. The FTSE 100 is in the green. CAC 40 in the green. Eurostox 50 in the green. And if we come on over to good old Asia, everybody also was in the green. The Nikkei 225, the S&P ASX 200 out of Australia, the China 850 out of Shanghai in the green, Hang Seng in the green, and the Kospi in the green. Also, I read today, earlier today, that oil moved $2 in the New York session yesterday. You want to talk about a volatile pair? Wow. This oil is just running the world at the moment. Absolutely running the world. All right, let's take a look at the dollar Swiss, which is a counterpart of the euro dollar. So if the euro dollar is going down, we expect the dollar Swiss to be going up. And, like a lot of chat rooms and a lot of my friends are saying is, listen, we don't want to buy Swissies, right? We want to sell the Swiss, right? We'll buy it, we'll sell it against anything, but we don't want to buy Swiss francs, right? So this was a nice little trade. Now this candle, remember, is a daily chart, so this is probably a 50 pip candle here on the dollar Swiss. Yeah, pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the pound dollar, just dumping like a rock. Just this waterfall continues. We end up on Thursday as a doji. We end up on Friday as a doji. And who knows what's going to happen on a Monday. It's going to be pretty interesting. If I was trading this daily chart, I would just fib this whole swing here from that yellow line all the way down and see where your 23.6 is and be alert to that. I would even set an alert and an alarm, which would, of course, go off on my phone, and I would open up the chart and see what the heck is going on. And then maybe to move up to 38.2, but I would definitely start tracking where this is going on and see where the next drop is going to be. Or are we in a reversal pattern? Are we going to head to the upside? But that's going to have to prove a lot before I say that this is in a reversal pattern. As far as I'm concerned, the pound is extremely, extremely bearish. Let's look at the dollar yen. Dollar yen pretty sideways, but again, this is a daily chart. Now look at Friday's candle, the last candle of the day. Dollar was down at 97, and in the European session went all the way up to 99. I think it almost hit 100, right? So here we go, and dollar strength, yen is strong, dollar stronger, beat the war, and took out this range here that it's currently in. So Monday is going to be real interesting come London Open. Asia Open. As Asia opens and we take a look at what's going on and what happens if this is a continuation. That blue candle's, I'm telling you, I bet it's a 70 pip candle right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the euro yen. Absolutely doing nothing. Just I love the trading this pair, and it's just not giving me anything. And these three red candles that you see here, I did get a slice of this, but not much. This was late in New York for me. I only got like this first candle, and I don't like to leave trades overnight. And I took. All right, sorry about that, traders. Yeah, so I really enjoy trading this euro yen, and the yen is so strong, and this is really bearish. So remember, this is a daily chart. So really, we need to look back 5 candles, if you think about it, right? We need to look back 5 candles. So you look back to the 5th candle, and you find it's a down day. Then we had 2 up days, and we had a big red candle back to the down day. Then we had an up day, but it didn't break the high of that red candle. The next candle is a blue candle. Didn't break the high of it. We're still in a down range. We're still in a down move. And just remember that, I wouldn't be jumping in this to counter trend this, like up to resistance and then sell it. You just stay on the sidelines, wait for Monday to get over with and see what this wants to do. There's a lot going on. You got North Korea, South Korea, you got China, you got all these Saudi Arabia, the oil situation. There's just so much going on, and it affects the yen, folks. This is more about the yen than it is the euro. Okay? All right, let's move on. My favorites is the pound yen, and this just answers the question about the yen, right? Look at this thing just dumping like a rock. For those people who've been in forex for over 3 years, you would never see this in the pound yen. I mean, this is just like never even heard of. The yen is just tanking like unbelievable. Now, we've had two higher lows and two higher highs. It has not taken out that red candle, even though it's like probably a half a pip away from taking it out. We will see what happens come Monday. However, this is bearish. We just want to sell this. Our bias is sell this baby. That's all we want to do. The question is, how are we going to get in this? So go to your lower time frames, your 1 hour chart or your 30-minute chart. If you trade 15-minute charts, go to your 15-minute chart and just make sure you're on the sell side, and keep an eye on your 4 hour and your 1 hour chart, your 1 daily chart. Whichever one. If you rather use a 4 hour chart, not the daily, that's fine. But you need that really higher time frame to get an idea of what's going on. If I went to a 4 hour chart right now, there would not be much of a difference here. It'd be pretty much the same. So we want to just know that the bias in the back of our mind is we want to sell this. And I'm not counter trend any trades at this time. Everything I trade will be in the trend, or I'm not trading it. Okay. Now that's not a norm for me. I do counter trend trades. If it's at support and I can make 60, 70 pips to the upside till it hits the 38.2 fib, I'm going to take the trade, right? That's normal. But conditions right now say, hold on, be patient, just trade the trend until we're ready to counter trend trade. In my opinion, we're not ready. Let's take a look at the Aussie yen. Again, just falling off really at a nasty price action here. This looks like it has taken out that wick where price action is. And we're on a second higher high, higher low. So again, Monday is going to be very crucial here. Is this going to hold, or is this going to just take it down to the downside? So again, we're into Monday, and I apologize, but I do not have the news for what's coming out on Monday. So we'll just wait and hold on, and let's just wait and see. But the bias, what's our bias? That's what's important. What is our bias in this pair here? Yes, right now it's in a bunch of forex junk, but what's our bias? Yeah, we want to sell it, right? We want to sell this. We absolutely want to sell this, okay? Go to the Aussie dollar, same situation. Look at this, almost identical chart, right? Except here you got an EA where it's a resistance line that's coming right up to it, and it's been rejected twice already. It looks like it's getting ready to get rejected again. So actually, I would take that last Friday candle as a rejection to the downside. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see on Monday these Thursday and Friday trades. These traders are going to come into Asia, and these traders are going to sell this and take their profits, if nothing else, right? Remember, Asia was not around for the Friday close or the European close. So this is going to be very interesting as we move further into Monday. It's going to be a very interesting day on Monday. I'm looking forward to it. Let's take a look at the Euro power, which most people use as a tool and trade. I don't like this, even though this is really an easy trade, because I would think that this is just a pullback. I would fib that swing back to that 200 exponential moving average, find out where you're at, and see what that yellow line lines up with. I would think it's going to probably line up with the 50% Fibonacci level and continue the ride to the upside. That's how I look at this. This is going to looks like it's going to turn around. It's going to continue to the upside. Okay, folks? So my bias going into next week is I want to buy the euro yen. I want to buy the euro yen. All right, folks? All right, let's take a look at one of my other best ones, and that's the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, again, look at this waterfall, just tanked out, right? Thursday had an up day. However, Friday took three quarters of it, half of that back, almost three quarters of it back. So it's taken half of that candle back down, and now we have a big red candle. It's not that big of a candle, but it is a red candle if you fib this. And we're probably at the 23.6 at the moment. It is at resistance, and it has now been rejected twice. So I expect this to continue to the downside. So we're looking for this to sell this. Now, folks, when you get to the lower time frames, and I know most people don't trade the daily chart, but when you get to the lower time frames, I'm not saying you're not going to put a buy trade in because there's a possibility you will, right, on a lower time frame. What we see as a wick could be 40 pips on a 15-minute or a 30-minute chart, right? So, but in the back of your mind, you have to realize what that pair is doing. And we need to realize that we want to sell this. So I would do everything in my power to make sure that we're selling the New Zealand dollar, which we've done for like the last 2 years, by the way. But we want to sell this. We do not want to buy this, okay? Even if it moves up, and that's fine. I don't care if it goes, all the way to the median line, which is that dotted line, and we'll sell it from there. But, my bias is to sell this. I want to sell this dollar strength, okay? Sorry, Kiwi, you're just not strong enough at the moment. It's a dollar CAD. This is all about oil, folks. This is all about oil. Oil jumped $2. That's why you're seeing the CAD being strong. So what happens on Monday when oil decides to come back down to $28 and moves $3 to the other direction? Yeah, this is going to shoot back up in the other direction, right? Like I said, the markets this week have just been chaotic, and it's not technical trading. Technical trading's easy. Fib the swing, right? And you're probably at the 782, and you're looking to take this back to the upside. But this candle looks pretty engulfing and pretty bearish, and this is driven by oil. This is the oil side of trading. That's why I say you have to know about fundamentals and really take them seriously because you're seeing it live right now. All right? So let's see what happens on Monday. I call it Observation Monday. Just get a feel of the market, dip your toes in it if you can, see Asia. If you're going to do London, get into London, especially those of you in the U.S. I know it's tough. It's the middle of the night. Maybe you can get up at midnight, just take a peek at what's going on and go back to bed and get up at 3 and get the London open, or 3:30, and get the London open and see what's going on and maybe place your trades and go back to sleep. I know it's tough. I did it for 2.5 years, folks, before I retired, so I know it's really tough to get up in the middle of the night and trade. But we have to do what we have to do. This is one of my favorite pairs, as I've told you, is the Euro Aussie, and this is just in a mess. The only thing I can say is it's at support, and it's been rejected 4 times, and that's about it. This pair is bullish at the moment. However, I want to sell it. I want to sell it. This pair is bearish, folks. I know you're saying to me, William, you're out of your mind. Yeah, I want to sell it. I don't want to sell it here. Then, okay, now, even though I just said that comment, I don't want to sell it here because I don't trade the daily chart, right? If I was trading the daily chart, I'd be looking for a bounce here. So I'm looking for this to head up, right? So on a 1 hour time frame, there's a good chance you're going to see a blue candle come the opening of Asia, and this is going to move up 50 or 60 pips, and then eventually everybody will get their head together. This will break this EA, and we'll head down, and we're going to head down to that 200 exponential moving average, and we're going to get another bounce there, right? So if you keep that in the back of your mind, whether you trade the 15-minute chart, the hourly chart, right, or the 30-minute chart, you can see why you need to keep things in the back of your mind with these pairs. They have personalities, folks. Now, the one thing about the Euro Aussie is it's a very stubborn pair. It's a very, very stubborn pair. And this thing is in the down mode. This thing just might continue to tank. This might get to the 200 and just keep on going and go all the way down to our support level, 1.4300, right? So, just keep that in mind. This is the Euro Aussie. This can do what it wants. This pair is normally trading 120 to 125 to 135 pips a day. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you go into your trading on Monday. And the last pair of the day, and I'm 4 seconds over my time. This is the dollar chart, and I bring the dollar chart up as often as I can when I'm on the right platform. And this is the dollar chart, and you can just see how strong the dollar is. And that's the only reason I'm showing it to you. We're talking about price action. This is the dollar chart. It's not even near a resistance level. This thing can just head on up. So that means all your dollar pairs are going to be dollar strong, right? Yeah, keep that in mind. More stuff to keep in mind, right? But this is your dollar chart. Folks, if you do not have a dollar index chart, you can go to websites and get them for free, okay? Or you can use the dollar yen, but I'd rather you go and just go to a website and there's so many sites out there that you can get this dollar. I'd rather have the dollar. This is the dollar pair. I'd rather have the dollar index. I want the dollar index is what I want. I want to see if it's broken 100, okay? But this just shows you how strong the dollar is, and we have to be aware of that. All right, traders, I've taken up 21 minutes of your time on a weekend. I want to thank you for being with me. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, remember on Monday, or will be Sunday evening on the next Asia session, we will have the market opening preview starting for a new week, and we'll get started with that. Traders, enjoy your free time and re-energize, do a little bit of Forex homework. We'll see you for the next Asia session. Take care, traders. Talk to you soon.